Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zep. You are watching ZEP Reacts. I'm actually thinking, did I say ZEP Cast in the last video? I might have. There's a possibility I did. I'm kind of running on auto mode with these intros now. But folks, we are on to the final song of the EP. We are on to Rosebud, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this. Man-Made Sunshine, the self-titled EP, Connor Mason, he's given us a fantastic piece of work so far. And as we go into the last song, I am sort of excited to hear the finale of this and be able to get a general overview of the EP and how I feel about it. I've spoken a lot in the previous reactions because I'm doing this in order, and I recommend you guys should too. Not just my recommendation, but the recommendation of Connor Mason in terms of how you even listen to the songs. I've said a lot of what I already think of this EP, and I don't think anything's going to change after this song, so I imagine that this one is going to be quite run-of-the-mill. In terms of what I say, I'm not sure if I'll have much to say, but I will try my best anyway, folks. So before we get into this, please do... Oh, God. My chest is just... I get a rusty. It's not working for me today. My body is fighting against all this chatting that I'm doing. But folks, please do make sure to subscribe if you've enjoyed the content and want to see more Man-Made Sunshine, Connor Mason, and Nothing But Thieves content in future, because you know there will be some. And make sure as well to let me know what you thought of the EP, what you think of the song, and what you think of my reaction down in the comments below, and give me your recommendations of things to react to next, folks. Really enjoyed this. Looking forward to getting it done. We're going to go for it. Rosebud by Man-Made Sunshine.
Satellite has blocked the sun. Now I ache cold like everyone. It's so hard to find life at all, but everything natural has gone. But I wanna find my final flower, though nothing grows when the ground's frozen. And how can I get out of the cold when the soul that's left of you now? How can I get out of the cold while clinging to my shivering soul? 'Cause after you know her, the winter's not over, and a rosebud don't bloom in the snow. No, a rosebud don't bloom in the snow. Snow, snow, snow.
Okay, I'm going to throw a pause in there, folks, and I think I am only going to do one pause on this. Definitely feels like a conclusive piece to the EP, being more piano-based. It tonally works. So far, I would say out of all the songs, if I had to grade, it's currently my least favorite, but still up there for me. Like, again, I think it's a phenomenal EP. I just, yeah, I don't know, it's just not clicking for me as much as the other ones did, and I'm finding it really hard to find things to say, because again, what I said in the previous reaction in Little Bird is that this EP feels like such a cohesive piece to me, where all the songs intertwine. It's almost so hard to pick apart the individual songs. It's more like just the EP as a whole, so it's quite tough. It's quite tough. That's why I feel like this may be a shorter reaction coming to the end of it, because I don't really have that much more to say. I think I just want to let this play through to the end and give you my final thoughts and leave it there, honestly. And I have nothing but good things to say for the most part. So let's just get this done, folks. Let's go.
Snow, snow, snow. In the clay, it sticks to my feet.
Okay.
Not all my balls to be found in his
synth in the background.
Journey to grow up. When a rosebud don't bloom in the snow. No, a rosebud don't bloom in the snow.
A lot of vocal manipulation on this EP, which I enjoy, because we know he has good vocals, so we can run with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Rosebud, which concludes the Man-Made Sunshine EP. Good song. Good song. Again, probably my least favourite in the album, or even maybe that or Brain in a Jar. If I just had to pick a least favourite, I know it's quite a pessimistic start to make, but just to kind of tie between the two, because I really think Big Little Bird and Life's Gonna Kill You If You Let It are God tier 3-0. I've always a lot of my reactions when it comes to EPs or albums, I talk about God tier 3-0s, as I think they're very important to have in albums, and they're certainly the songs that make up that. I think Rosebud really did grow on me towards the end there. I think I said the same about Little Bird, where it was growing on me, or was it Big? It was one of the two. Fantastic piece, and what an EP. What an EP, you know. Again, it's something that if I was to go in terms of personal listening, I think I'd always choose the Nothing But Thieves EPs first for the tone. But I suppose if you want more a sad, chill experience, I think this Man-Made Sunshine EP is that it really speaks from the heart. It tells a story that is deeply personal, while also being very accessible. As I said during it, there's a lot of vocal manipulation going on, but the fact that we know he's such a talented vocal artist, I feel like it's okay. You know, it's not like he's trying to cover up any vocal flaws, which is what a lot of people do when they do a lot of mixing on their voice. It's just to add to the production, and I do feel like if maybe Connor gets older, that's the direction he'd probably go down, because it's like there's nothing he can't do with his voice. So as maybe he gets older and he has to drop a reg or two, you're going to start seeing a lot of weird things happen in terms of the music and the production of his voice, and I think he's earned the right to do that. A lot of people like the rawness. Again, I understand why, as I said at the beginning, I think Brain in a Jar videos, I understand why a lot of people would want a real raw version of this album, but at the same time, I don't think it needs it. I think the EP speaks for itself. I think it's a piece that Connor really needed to make and get out there, and I'm glad it's here. I feel like we've been blessed with it. I feel like it's a nice little pinpoint in the journey of Nothing But Thieves, because I think with each band member you can kind of correlate back, or at least the core trio, because I think the bassist and drummer were added on a tad later. So if you want to talk about the core trio, I think anything they do EP wise, you can tie into the Nothing But Thieves journey. I think it's a sort of perfect little, I suppose, send off almost of the era of Moral Panic, even though it has nothing to do with it. I mean, it's just if you were to try and look at phases, so if you look at first album between, it's like 2014 to 2016, 17 era of them, or then you have Broken Machine. I can't remember when these albums came out. Maybe Broken Machine, you'd have to say 2017 to 2019 era. You have the Moral Panic era, say 2020, 2019 to now. And I feel like even though Moral Panic 2 EP as well felt like a nice little ending to it, I feel like this EP is just a nice little, this EP really feels like the epilogue, you know. Moral Panic 2 very much felt like it needed to happen to really give more weight to the Moral Panic 1 album, because it did feel like something was missing from that album. And this is just like a nice little epilogue. It's like a personal note, a foreword or something like that. You know, that's what this EP feels like. I think it's beautiful. I think it has its place. I definitely will be listening to it again, and it makes me more excited to see what these guys do in the future. And I commend Connor Mason for putting this out. I hope in putting this out, he's healed something that needed healed, because we all have those things that need healed at times, and we all have to go through these personal journeys that some people may find daft depending on what they are, but they ultimately help us out of a place to where we can move forward and be our best selves. And I feel like this EP, in terms of his personal journey, will definitely help him move towards being a happier person. And he's talked about that he's happier than he was, I suppose, when he was writing this. And I'd like to think that the creation of this EP had a big part in that he let something out that was kept inside, that through the releasing of this, there was a little bird in there that was let fly just a little bit, to correlate back to one of the songs, I suppose. But yeah, that's how I feel in it. Fantastic piece, fantastic EP, and definitely up there with their stuff. I mean, you run the risk of doing your solo stuff that's way below what you do with your band, but this is right up there. And yeah, this is up there. Man-Made Sunshine. What an EP, folks. We're going to leave it there. Please do make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. Make sure to like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I hope to see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be. I think Arctic Monkeys is next, or 1975. I want to do both of their albums, but I don't know quite when I'll do them. We're also probably going to do some of The Warning if you want to stick around to check them out. That's probably what's directly next, if I had to guess. So I'm looking forward to getting into those. But for now, take care, have a good one, and I'll see you then. Peace.